What's the crack, lads? It is the Midnight Kid here, and I am back with yet another My Club episode. This time I think we are episode 13 if I'm right. PES 2015, kicking it off with Midnight Kid FC online, the place to be. So as you can see here, the Prestige is about to kick off his second game. I'm just about to set it up here, and he actually had the controller left down and he didn't know what he was doing, and I was saying to the Prestige, what the hell are you doing? So he decides to come back. Then he picks back up the controller. He was going to let him get a goal ahead, but I said don't be getting cocky here in PES 2015. So we're straight off into the action. The biggest problem that I've seen with the Prestige, and it's facing a lot of newcomers on my club, is the defending. The defending is very unrewarding, and that's for newcomers. It's good when you get to learn it. He gets a goal there scored against him. Brilliant bit of feet here again, working the whole way in, and Elzar just couldn't get the ball in. The defending is really rewarding after about 10-15 hours of playing. You do the tutorials and stuff, and you get your ass kicked a few times, you learn how to do it. But starting off, it's enough to put you off the game, because you can't stand up. The ball goes through the legs. You can see there that the ball goes through the legs there of Seydou Keita. It shouldn't be going through the legs there. He should be blocking it. He's had a chance to see it. It's not like it's, you know, a couple of yards ahead. It's, you know, it's a good 20 yard pass, and things like that are frustrating for newcomers. The Procedur's getting pissed off about it. Again there, you can just, he's just running around like a headless chicken. He waltzes past him and it's 2-0 straight away. And as you can tell there, things like that are always going to happen new players, you know. Things like that always happen to new players. It's going to hit us all. Obviously I was the same in the first couple of games. I've only played about 15-20 games in my club, but I'm still struggling with the defending. Again there, that's just, you know, there's nothing that you can do about that. You just have to take that on the head, and it's going to be a poor result for us here now. We're going to take a big dent. FC Porto, Midnight Kid FC. There's only going to be one winner in the first half, and that's going to be him. But all the Prestige needs to do is he needs to keep calm. He needs to get back into this game, of course. Just try and score a goal. Try and score maybe 2 goals. What about that? Unbelievable effort to get back into this. 3-1. Pizarro spreading his wings and deciding, right, I want to be top dog in this team now. Galmarini again. Look at this for a move. Beautiful ball in here. It doesn't fall, and it's not going to fall today for a long time. We've already scored a cracker. He's just offside there. We've already scored a cracker, and you know, that's just, sometimes that's all you need to do. You just need to kind of take what you can out of the games, get a goal or two so that you get more points and stuff, and with the team strength and stuff. But at the moment we don't have enough strong team defensively. We've got really poor right back. We don't have the best central half partnership. We've no pace in the backs, to be honest. That's our biggest downfall, which you'll see over the next couple of episodes when I take the reins again, trying to get a couple of wins. Brilliant run here from Frank Ribery. Again, an atrocious looking pass. He goes back to Lindegaard, and that's going to take us all the way to the finish line. Just a little bit more. Elzar nearly kicks the fucking head off one of the opponents there. But 90th minute, I mean, you're never going to get back into this game now. The wonder goal is all that you can take out of it, and just kind of just be happy that you scored a class goal like that. I still hate that you can't have the replays. I mean, I know you could have the share button and stuff, but it's not the same. People should look at good goals on replays. I always would. If I got one cracked against me, I'd always feel like that they deserve to watch it back in replay if they wanna. So that is it. The minute of extra time is up. We're going to go on to the next highlight package, and this is me playing the Prestige. Hands over the controller, and he says, look, I need to learn how to defend. I'm not playing well at the moment. So up next we are playing Juventus. Pepe Juventus is this guy's name. It wasn't a bad player. He had a fairly okay team. A few unknown name players and a few players that obviously I wouldn't like in my team, but he had a fairly good team. I mean, he had Koke. Koke isn't a bad player. Again, Elzar is causing all sorts of problems straight off the bat in this game, and he's a right good player. Philly Lam was playing defensive midfielder for him as well. He had Salomon Kalou. He had this guy Porta, who didn't really cause me much hassle. He was just more of an outlet for him, and he was just kind of spamming him. I was getting loads of chances. I was getting Shirley onto the wing, getting a bit of burst of pace against Ivanovic there. Take him on, beat him, give a ball into the box. It's a fantastic ball into the box, but unfortunately just goes over. And then from here Koke decides, right, anything you can do I can do better, and he actually does it a little bit better than me. It's a really good chance, but he just does it all himself and he can't finish. And that was the way the match was for a while. Shirley showing great strength there. Brilliant ball in there again, and I think the keeper just about had it saved. Rob Green in goals. He just about had it. I think he had it covered, but you know, it's just one of these games. Elzar again here gets the ball, and again just really frustrating. He just didn't have the pace there with Elzar to get past the players, and you know, loads of chances with Shirley here again, trying to put the ball into the box. That was a fantastic ball in again. What about that for a header? And it just hits the crossbar. And when things don't go right in PES, it can be a very frustrating experience for you. I mean, there again, you know, get the ball in here to Elzar, just get a little flick on. What about that? Absolutely fucking shocking goal to concede there. It was a back pass. I got a little flick in it. It took a deflection, but we will take it. We're playing in the pink jerseys. Might draw to that. But Charlotte was starting to dominate now here again. Again, little kind of flicks, little kind of flacks. And look at that, you know, nobody likes scoring goals like that, but we will take them. It's 2-0. We're fairly comfortable with this game. A very high risk pass over there. Hospital pass is what I'd call that. He starts gowling around the place. Philip Lam is going to try and do that all day, especially with the players that think that they're good. But again, it's very hard. The through balls are, I wouldn't say broken in it, but they're very hard to do. They always kick it with their inside foot, and what I mean by inside foot is with a through ball you always kick it on the outside foot so that it curls around, not curls in and away. And that's one of the things that I just love in PES. Again, that was a fantastic goal. That was the best goal that we scored. So Pepe Juventus, he wasn't getting anything his own way here. I was defending valiantly. It was back to winning ways. The Prestige is learning a few tricks and tips from me, the master, showing him, well, I am about 20 games ahead of him, and he will pick it up quite soon. But as of now, I'm going to be getting up the divisions as quickly as I can, getting as many players as I can. Pepe Juventus is no match for the might of Shirley on the left wing, who's really been class today. He's been superb, really. Pass completion still only 66. That's usually not me, but in this game I just made an exception. I was just putting him to the sword every time he got the ball. But lads, that is it for episode 13. Another episode of myClub series. Go click like, subscribe.